What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. We have another cooking video today. Today we're making our famous chicken parm. Woohoo! So today's ingredients are going to include, we have some Texas toast cheese and garlic croutons crushed up. This is optional. You can use really any brand or you can use breadcrumbs, but I like to use croutons because it's crunchier, so just save yourself the trouble and get croutons. It's kind of a pain to crunch up, but it's fine. For our sauce, we're using this just sauce. It's not even, you can use whatever kind of sauce. It's not serious. We're gonna add our little, these are during quarantine times. This is the sauce that we could get. So we're gonna be like adding stuff to it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We're just then we're gonna have some heavy whipping cream, which we're gonna add to our sauce. We're going to use garlic salt and regular salt to season everything. And we're going to use freshly chopped parsley and minced garlic. I used about 4 cloves of garlic and 5 actually, because we're going to add a piece of garlic and a piece of onion to our oil before to let the chicken cook in it. So, and of course some pasta and some chicken tenders. So first step, you're just going to add your parsley and your garlic into 2 eggs. I forgot to mention 2 eggs is also part of it. You just whisk up the eggs ever so slightly, not as much as you would do to scrambled eggs, but you know, whisk them up really good. So there's 4 garlic cloves in here and parsley. So yes, guys, to start our process, we are going to get our good old chicken tender. We're gonna dunk it really good in this garlic and parsley and egg mixture that we have here. So just make sure that it gets really good and like nice and coated. And then we're just going to take that out and lay it in our croutons. Now, I found it easier to just get a dry fork that has nothing on it and just cover it like this. Because if you just like use your hands and flip it over, it's just going to get really messy. And then some of the croutons are going to get all wet and they're not going to stick to the rest of your chicken. So just make sure you're really just ever so slightly covering it up. I seasoned my croutons with garlic and with garlic salt and salts. So once it's just nice and coated, we're just gonna. So now we're just gonna do that with the rest of our chicken. But before that, our oil is heating up on the stove. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some onion, and it's not very much, and some garlic, and we're gonna go over here, the onion and garlic in there. And we have this on low because we don't want them to burn, but what we want is for the oil to have a lot of flavor. So that when by the time we're coming to cook over here, it's just nice and flavorful. Has a little garlic flavor, good little onion flavor. So just let that sit in there. You want to have it not on too high because you don't want burnt garlic taste. That's not good. So yeah, we're going to let that sit here while we finish up our chicken. Alright guys, so to our boiling water here, we're going to add a little bit of oil, just a little bit. And we're gonna add some salt, just like that. Then we're gonna get our pasta. We're gonna put about half. So, yeah. And we're gonna start turning up the heat now to our oil because we're about to put the chicken in a few. So you wanna heat it up so it's nice and ready for your chicken, but not enough to burn your oil or your onion and your garlic. So yeah. Alright guys, so now this is time for the action. We're going to put this nicely breaded crouton chicken to fry. I was just going to give a little tip.
Give them the tip.
So you don't want to flip it more than once. You want to just kind of leave it there. You can have your heat about medium-high heat. So yeah, we're just going to leave them alone. We're not going to touch them. We're not going to mess with them. We're going to leave them there to fry, and we'll be back. It'll probably be about 10 minutes, and then we'll flip it. Maybe a little less. Make sure you're just stirring it so nothing's getting stuck together. And yeah. This is how I check it to see if it's done. You just stick a little fork in and lift it up ever so slightly. And you just kind of check the color. So I'm checking for color right now and that's not done. So, woo, that's ready to be flipped. You see that color? We're looking for that golden color. Nothing too burnt. Yes, that's the color we're looking for, guys. So looks like 4 minutes on medium high. It's good to flip. And now we're just gonna cook until that other side is the same color. Look at that.
Oh.
No, look at that.
Beautiful.
That is perfect. Perfect.
Winner.
So that literally took about not even 10 minutes. No, I would say about 10 minutes to cook because we're still gonna leave it on the stove here. The heat is off, but they're obviously still cooking a little. So yes, that took all of about maybe 8 minutes. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add about probably like that much of our pasta sauce. Okay. Alright, what I add to the pasta sauce is just going to be a little bit of that fresh parsley and a little bit of garlic that we had left over. Just because I don't like to waste, and it can never hurt to have a little extra flavor, you know what I mean? So now we're going to add in some heavy whipping cream. And this is completely optional, but this is how I like it because I like my sauce to be creamy. I don't really like heavy tomato flavor. So if you're like that too, just add a little bit of heavy whipping cream or half and half, either or. We're just going to mix that in real good. And what we're looking for is kind of like a light orange color. It's looking a little bit red right now, so I might add a little more whipping cream, might not. When we added the whipping cream, what we did, we kind of watered down the flavor. So now we're going to add in some oregano and a little bit of garlic salt. So we're going to add a little bit of garlic salt, just a little dash, just a little bit of that. And I always like the flavor of oregano, like when I'm doing pasta and stuff, so I'm just going to add a couple dashes. See that? Just a couple little dashes. Okay, along with those spices, we're going to add 2 pieces of mozzarella cheese. And we're going to we're just going to mix that up until it melts nice and good. Okay, so the last step that we're going to do while our sauce is finishing up cooking is we're going to get those pieces of mozzarella that we had sliced up. And we're going to put them on top of our chicken, and we're going to put it on very, very low, and we're going to cover it, and then we're going to wait for this to melt. Once that's melted, we're going to be all good to go. You see that yummy goodness, guys? This is so good. Woo, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Let's grab. Babe, let's see it. Let's see it. Oh. How is it?
Delicious.
Delicious?
So many spices.
Ooh.
So cheesy.
Baby.
Crunchy.
Yeah?
It's more crunchy than any of the chicken parm we've had.
Oh, yeah? Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.
Tune in, guys.
Ooh. We have the best actress in my whole family here. Just kidding, she's not acting, this is real shit. Fire?
Oh my gosh, this is so good.